Hello, and welcome to Spirit Island Saturdays, where we play Spirit Island on Saturday. Joining us today are Logic Dolphin and Seamus the Hug Monster. Say hello, Logic. Hi. And say hello, Seamus.
Hello, Seamus.
Yep, it's the two of us, as is par for the course these days. And yeah, before we proceed, we should note that Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. Follow us at twitch.tv/Handelabra Games or Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, or pretty much any avenue. Follow Seamus at Seamus the Hug Monster on Discord. Handelabra products include Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island. They're all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and Sentinels of Earth Prime is in active development. But we're here to play Spirit Island, so who cares about those other games? So we have two-player game here. Seamus is Shrek. I am the bringer of smiles and sunshine, as we decided last time. Although those are based on card draws. And we have Sweden 3 in front of us, along with Powers Long Forgotten. So the Sweden rules, you don't have an additional loss condition. The stage 2 escalation, after invaders explore into each land, if that land has at least as many invaders as Dahan, replace the Dahan with a town. If invaders do at least 6 damage to a land during Ravage, add an additional blight that does not destroy presence or cause cascades. During setup, we add a city to land 4, and if there's a blight in there to start with, move it to land 5 instead. And also towns deal 3 damage, cities deal 5 damage, so they're more likely to trigger the heavy mining effect. The Powers Long Forgotten scenario starts us with 4 mysterious locations added to each board in lands without Dahan, so there'll be 8 total. And of all the locations, a total of 1 per board plus 1 contain a source of power. So with 2 boards, it'll be 3 sources of power. The remaining locations do not contain anything. We search it when a land has 3 Dahan or more. The invaders search if there are 2 invaders or more. And when we search, we reveal the mysterious location. And if it's a power source, then we flip this card and we see what the rules are. And I believe last time the invaders had the sands rule, where invaders in any sands are considered to be in all sands for explore and build. Which is pretty annoying, but maybe we'll get it this time, in which case we can move our presence from a sands to another at any time. Let's see what happens. They're exploring the jungles, which means they're getting 2 searches immediately. That one's empty. That one's empty. All right, so half of the remaining mysterious locations are power sources. That's the good news. Bad news is, of course, 2 of them are at risk. And they have cities in them, so we can't really stop it. So I, as bringer, have the dreams of the Dahan. And I see you did the sacred site and pushed Dahan into B6, which is pretty good. I could actually grow there and then do the dreams of the Dahan thing in there. Because my presence is range 4, so I just like went straight across the island. I'm not making any progress on the build front, but I do get the major power. Maybe that will help. So we gather 2, and if it has Dahan gain a major power, did I? Oh, I didn't take off the right track. What am I doing? I took off plays track. Who takes off the plays track with bringer? All right, with the air, I now got the things I'm used to seeing. So we get the fear card and we get 2 fear, and I gotta remember to do the 2 fear and the fear card before the major power thing. So yeah, okay, these are These are the builds.
So
Put question marks on
I
these.
can shove a third Dahan into B6.
I'm gonna
in
gather
front of me.
2 into B6.
Okay.
So you don't have to do that.
Well, I was going to be doing it anyway, but what I can do is push them out of B6 after you've done your stuff.
Sure, and then put them into B5. Oh, but you can't actually do it. Or sorry, no, never mind. B5 is blighted, but B6 isn't. You can target B6. Okay. Alrighty. So let me do the things first. Fear card says each player removes an explorer town from a land with sacred site. Not too many. As in there's none. And then I will gather.
Yes, it's Saturday.
Nameless inversion. Hello. All right, mysterious power source. Aha! Each spirit gains +2 energy during any spirit phase that they do not reclaim any cards.
Ooh. Oh, hello.
I will use that, please. And I'm going to gain a major. Interesting. Each invader with strife deals damage to other invaders in target land. But with Sweden, they deal extra damage. That's interesting.
And also, I have a way to. I got fire in the sky, so I can give. So I can put strife in during the fast phase.
Yeah, instrument seems pretty good. I don't have to play it this turn. I have range to A8. That's really the only land I'll ever be in range 1 of for the Jungle Ravage. Vigor? Does the Vigor do anything? Not really. It damages the town in B6 and pushes it, but that doesn't really do much. Plague stack on Blood Rack Plague. Nah, I think instruments, yeah, because... Just because. But yeah, if I wait for the slow phase, then I can strife the city in A8, and that pushes the Explorer town out. And then that doesn't blight at all.
You done then?
I'm done. They are exploring wetlands. So much for your wilds.
Okay.
Good news is wetlands was the one type that doesn't have a risk of immediate discovery, but we do now have A5. And I don't have a plan for A5.
Have a power card and an energy.
Okay. I could take another major. I'm at 9 energy. +2. I think volume of cards is more important. And if Haunts and Embers pushes the guy out of A5, is there anything wrong with that? The answer is yes. I mean, I could take it because it's elements. Moon and air, of course. And I can use it to stop, like, the B6 build at the cost of my presence. Or I could just forget it immediately for a new major. I could also forget Predatory Nightmares for a new major. Dissolve the bonds. Flow like water, reach like air. Winds of Rust immediately does something. And that it defends A3, which is at risk. Not at risk, but that's doing 4 damage and that kills both Dahan, and that's sad. Trees and stones, I don't have the immediate range, and the only way to get that would be to grow into B7. I only have the range 1 presence. It would defend enough, but isn't giving it really any elements. Winds of Rust hardly gives me elements though, because I don't really need that many airs. This one's definitely a check mark. And I'm probably solving A3.
How probably is probably?
It depends on whether I take Trees and Stones or Winds of Rust, or if I take something else, because either of those cards would solve A3.
If you take Winds of Rust, you should be able to solve B4, and then I can solve A3.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because if I replace the city with the town, that's 3, 6, 7 damage versus defend 6. Yeah.
So I will be solving that one. In which case, I will then go to migrate.
I have played 2 major powers, and I still have 7 energy.
Actually, which would be more important? Revealing B5 or preventing a city build in B6? Actually, no. No, I can't prevent city build in B6. So, yeah, no, I'm just going to reveal B5 in slow phase.
Okay. Yeah, I can't stop A5.
Ah, no! Fire in the Sky won't fix A3. I need can we go back? I need a what do we call it?
Sacred Site?
Yeah. I am an idiot. I'll have to do that instead, so I can't solve that.
Okay. Well,
But I can take the blight out afterwards.
I would rather it not kill Dahan is the thing.
Okay, so if you then want to do A3, I'll just take the blight out of B4.
What happened to the spirit icons on these? Are there supposed to be spirit icons on the check marks and the question marks?
No, there's
Or was it? No, I thought there was because it indicated
it's not the spirit icons, it's the player icons.
player icons. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, so I can see the dolphin on the ones you do. So if I change this one to a, you should now see my little icon on it.
Okay, I do. Okay. For some reason I thought it showed my icons. Maybe I'm wrong. Wondering whether I should put it into my land. I'm gonna go. No, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Add explorer to a land without invaders or Dahan. Beasts destroy explorers. Add beasts to board without one. Spirits with 3 Dahan may use a slow power now instead of later. So if you put it in A1, it will immediately die.
So I've just got my choice of my board. Do I want to put
Oh.
it in
Right, because it's per board.
B7 or B8?
I didn't even have a choice. The guy went to A1 and then he immediately died.
Oh, I forgot to blight for. Damn it!
Yeah.
I'll still take one blight away from it.
I would still rather... Powers do not gather or push invaders unless the spirit spends an extra energy.
Okay.
That does make me a little less good. Alright, reveal B5 before we do anything. Okay.
Okay.
So there's
so-
only 2 left. Right?
Yeah. Do you want those Dahan anywhere in particular?
If we can defend B1, then B1 would be fine. Otherwise, this is Sweden, so we don't really want them to be in
Singles.
places where they can be at risk. So, like, if they kill everything in B1, that's fine. We just have to be able to defend it.
So we're going to stage 2, so it's anything. Where do I want my next place to go to?
Also, I'm losing a presence in B6 most likely. Because that is 8 damage. I don't have enough defend for 8. Major? Always be major? Kind of, sort of, slightly becoming, kind of slightly doing the... Ooh, I have Paralyzing Fright. What was the person's name? Lunaria? We're kind of doing the I'm kind of doing the Lunaria challenge, except I took a minor power at one point. Okay. Paralyzing Fright stops 2 Blight in B6. Could also potentially be used to stop... Well, I guess I'm gonna have the Sacred Site to A1. Indomitable Claim for defend. I mean, the thing is, I guess... A5 is cascading. But B6 is 2 Blight anyway. I'm not seeing what you're doing. You took Twisted Flowers. Okay. Do I even have enough defend for B1? If I'm playing a major power here? Like, if I do Land of Haunts and Embers and Dread Apparitions, then I get only... I don't even have the animals, so I don't get any extra fear other than 1, and Dread Apparitions is 1 fear, so that's 2 defend, and that's not enough for B1. I'm gonna take Paralyzing Fright in any case. Maybe I should have not forgotten that one. Someone is using a power now, so they hold the ability to undo. Also, I guess I didn't have to hit the button, right? Duh. I could just do this. Island is probably blighting this turn. I don't think I'm really doing that good of a game.
That's okay.
Oh, that's really good. So we remove and explore a town from a land with sacred site. Not too many explore towns and lands with sacred sites, but there are some. Next sphere card. During the next normal explorer, skip the lowest numbered land, matching the invader card on each board. Each land with at least 2 explorers. Push an explorer to an adjacent land without invaders. I just moved that guy so he wouldn't build an A1. And now you're forcing him into there.
No,
It's so rude. Push one explorer. Actually, no. Yeah, no. That. Well. No. Yeah, because A6 is forced to go into A1.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
each ball push one.
It deals 1 damage there. That Dahan in A2 is dead.
Wait, at least one of the Dahan will survive. Oh! Both of the Dahan will survive there now.
Oh yeah, because of the defend. So we're not actually blighting this turn. I think this decision is forced.
Yeah, because there's only 2 places we can do it.
Oh, that is so annoying. I tried to stop that, and the event was like, no, you come back in here and you will build. And they got that. So powers granting fire don't damage or destroy invaders unless the spirit spends an additional energy.
Oh well, we're getting 2 extra energy anytime we don't.
Yeah. I mean, we get +2 energy, but also all of the gathering, pushing, and fire damaging powers spend extra energy, so it's kind of net neutral, but still. I try to stop the A1. I guess they're, well, yeah, if they hadn't built an A1, that explorer would have just been one explorer. But alright, whatever, that's just how the game goes. So there's no more power sources, so that's just it.
Yeah, that's just it. How much power card?
I'm really not getting good elements. I'm clicking this one, even though there's like not really much reason to.
Okay, so they are ravaging in the mountains. Oh, I can take care of that. Far away from terrible too. We are 7 fear. Six fear. Don't need that anymore.
I don't know what to play other than that.
So would you be better playing Winds of Rust and Atrophy into A5 and then Paralyzing Fright into... Wait, no, you can't get Paralyzing Fright into A1.
You mean A6 instead of A5?
Oh, sorry, yes, A6. The city is covering it on the 6 on my board, so...
Gotcha. I think I could do Dreams of the Dahan and kill the stuff in A1, and then that stops the coastal build.
Yep.
I'm slightly tempted to just leave the Dahan in A6, because if I pull one out from A6 and one in A4, and then they explore sands, then that Dahan turns into a town anyway. Well, in any case, let's see what the fear card is. Each player removes an explorer town from a land with beasts, disease, or at least 2 Dahan. We have 2 water. We also have well, actually we don't have millions of energy, but I have millions of energy. I could discard elemental boon.
Yeah. Yes, actually. And I can discard Uncanny Melting.
All right.
Oops, sorry, I need to skip.
Skip.
Do you know how rare it is for me to get
Lance with Dahan. If you push them into B2, it stops the build.
Yep, I'd seen that myself. And it was just oh really? So I get to kill a city as well.
Yay! Oh, I'm making a super stack. Cool. Beast steel damage. We can kill the town, I guess. That stops second blade. And we skip the lowest numbered land in the Explorer. Island's still not blighted. There's only 2 coastal builds. That's pretty cool.
Exploring the jungles. Get off my land!
So if we can defend A3, that stops that build, but also B4 is cascading and producing millions of blight, so I don't know. My sacred sites are not in a good position to deal with the A board right now.
I did that once.
I have twisted flowers. Didn't even notice that.
And then we will regrow that from roots. We will do 2 damage in here because we can. And then where do I want to have my next? Okay, so it won't be coastlands, it won't be jungle, so it will be sands, mountains, or wetlands. Oh, mountains, wetlands. Let's keep this mountain clear.
Major. Cast down.
Ooh.
Entwined power actually gives me range to A3.
How entertained by Power Storm would you be?
I can play Entwined Power again. I don't know.
It's that or unlock the gates of deepest power. Don't need call to migrate anymore.
I mean, unlock the gates is great. This one I have to pay energy to push the explorers, but that stops the ravage and the build in A3. A2 is just Blight City. I have an any. Wait, does that any work better if I were to do this? No, I have nowhere close to enough suns. What about this? I have nowhere close to enough plants. Okay. Well, you get an element that you already have at least one of, which is every element, so you get an extra element. Unfortunately, you won't be able to unlock the gates at max effect, but...
No. I will, however, be able to have punish those who trespass at maximum range.
And you will be entwined with me, so you will be able to hit my lands.
Oh, excellent.
Well, you can target one of my lands, but your extra effect will still be one of your lands, I believe. Alright, so before...
First thing we're going to do is unlock the gates of deepest power.
Sure, yeah.
Considering I think you want that more than I do. Or do you? 1 second, let's see. Yeah, actually it's just gain it without keeping it. Then I'm going to do it myself. Fire and Flood or Unrelenting Growth.
I mean, Unrelenting Growth is great.
It is. And it's all my elements.
Alright, then I'm going to do Spirits May Dream to reveal a fear card. Next fear card, each player removes an explorer town from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. And we currently have the one for removing explorer town from a land with beasts, disease, or 2 Dahan. Which doesn't do anything for this coming build, really. Then we entwine.
Okay.
Are you choosing a power deck?
Oh, sorry. Major or minor?
Doesn't matter to me. If you take a minor and I take a minor, I'll probably end up forgetting it for a major next turn.
Yeah, I think I'll go minor as well. I'm kind of short on them as well. Oh, well. I think I'm going to take Lord of the Unknown because that's just really good elements for me. And it's cheap.
These are wonderful cards to forget.
Yeah.
Alright, Night Terrors. We do have that fair card for removing from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. So I can strife this town. And I don't have to push the invaders out because the fear cards will deal with it. Unless there are better places. There's no beast on my board. The beast on your board is with no invaders. There's no disease anywhere. Land with 2 Dahan. There's not really many of those with invaders anyway. So I'm just gonna leave that there. After advancing invader cards, perform build step for one terrain not shown under any invader action. Beasts deal damage. Well, that does nothing.
And
Dahan to mountains or sands with Dahan. Putting an A4 doesn't actually stop the escalation effect. It does become a land with 2 Dahan, but there's no explorers or towns in there. On the other hand, I don't know. There's a 1 in 3 chance, or a 2 in 3 chance they don't explore that sands.
from a land with peace, disease, or at least 2 to harm.
So I think it's only A3, and you should leave the town in there.
Yep. Depends. Land with 2 or fewer invaders.
So we could stop the B4 build with this if we wanted. Unless there's something else, like removing everything from A5, which is not at risk.
Well, I was going to Towering Wrath B4.
Okay. That's fine. I'll remove the town from A5 just because it's a land with blight. Downward spiral.
Oh, I hate this card.
But we have 10 blight on the card. Actually, that's interesting. They put extra blight in A2, but we only had 1 blight on the card.
Yes, and there's now 9 in the Blight pool.
Yeah, but the Cascade was the one that got moved. There should be 8 on the card now.
I'm just counting the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 blight on the board. -1 would be 7 before the blight card flipped. -2 for what's in setup would be 5, which is what you should have for 2 players. No, it's right.
It is right? Okay. Maybe I'm misremembering. So it's either wetlands or mountain. Mountain is only 1 build, wetlands is 3.
Yep.
I don't know what a slow power is, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Also, they converted the Dahan in A4. It's a power, but slow. Hey, Zipfel.
Because I can punish this. I can.
You could do Towering Wrath in
That's the wrong
A8, which,
Sorry. Spreading Wiles in B3 pushes him into there, and then he can die in L1. And punish those who trespass is going to do 5 damage, which I'll put into here, and bring it over to here, and kill the 2 of those as well. That's the ravage sorted for next.
Mists of Oblivion, such a great power for Bringer. Jungle hungers when I am in 0 jungles.
I need to build a super stack, but that's okay because I'm going to use that presence.
Tsunami.
forget, so let's go major.
Tsunami's the closest to being useful. Doesn't do anything at A4, but I think my plan is to paralyzing fright A4 next turn.
Yes, I think I moved cleansing floods. And I want to forget.
I can't hit the threshold on Tsunami, but there's no other lands. Actually, wait. If I push towns and explorers into adjacent lands, and then Tsunami hits that land, do I get to combo that and hit them again? Oh my god.
Isn't there a thing about not being able to push?
I expend energy to push.
Okay.
So let's see. 2 water, 2 earth, but I can just give myself a moon and then give myself the earth. Or water, rather. But, like, the moon doesn't actually do anything, but I guess it's whatever. It's an extra element. We do not know what the next fear card is, nor are we gonna know what the next fear card is. I guess I could have taken an air and known what it is, but then I wouldn't hit the threshold on Tsunami.
Okay. I have unrelenting growth up this turn.
Yay!
I'm going to wait till the slow phase to decide who gets it.
I actually have slow powers this turn. Oh no, I have to destroy one of my presences. If only I had a super stack. When ravaging, invaders do +3 damage per land in lands with 3 or more invaders. On each board, choose a land with disease. There are no diseases. 1 fear per land with invaders where Dahan outnumber buildings. 1 fear. Great. Skip the next normal build. Build card remains in place. Okay. So my paralyzing fright does nothing. Cool. I mean, I could still use it to stop a build. Okay. Actually, I mean, I have my pull beneath to stop the build and whatever. Wait, I still push things with this? Really? Is it 4 damage?
Can you push
It's
anything
4
into
damage.
one of my lands?
Yeah, I can do that.
Excellent. Then I can punish those who trespass.
How much damage is your punish? A lot?
This turn it is going to be 5 damage.
5 damage? And you have nothing else to hit with it?
Not currently. The next thing I can try is using unrelenting growth on myself and jumping into A4 and killing the city and town there.
Oh. A single power cannot destroy a given invader more than once. Cool. I can't wombo combo the tsunami. I can't push into your land, I'm sorry.
Right, okay.
I tried. Do I want to leave this stuff in A3 then? Might as well. Did I want to put that explorer there? I don't know. Let me go back. Let me think about this better. I definitely want to get the explorer out of A1. I guess it can just go there. That's fine. This explorer can go there. A single power cannot destroy a given invader more than once. Yeah, so I don't get the 2 fear from destroying this town a second time. Alright, I'm done. You have unrelenting growth though, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to use that myself to kill most of the stuff in A4.
Yeah, in which case your punish does something. Oh, you're probably talking about that anyway, but...
Yep.
I heard half of what you were saying.
Oh, I also get a battle card.
We are 3 fear away from Terra level 3.
Mountains. Yes, there are mountains with flight. Flight removal. Best thing I can get here. Yeah. There will be no more explorers into E4. Oh, Terra level 3, you say? Right, so Terra level 3 says gain a major power card.
I've just been clicking majors most of this game. This one's fine elements. Gives me moon and animal. Yeah. That's the second time that you've had to forget a major power as I was dragging presents.
That happens to me a lot as well. I can't currently place presents because you're placing presents.
Oh. Fair enough.
Add pros to a land without plight.
I can get a fear card if I give myself an earth. I can't get that one. Actually, I probably should do Paralyzing Fright into A6. But I can't do my presence thing until you're
Oh,
done.
there's 3 cities. I'm done at the moment.
Oh, you're done?
Yep.
Okay, I just didn't update the color. You're probably looking at A6, but whatever, I'll stop the growth. Or I could stop it in A4. It's up to you. What do you want me to do?
Sorry, I got so tunnel vision on killing the city in B6 to win that I entirely forgot there was stuff on your board.
Huh.
Let me see. I am then going to want more fire. Do that. We'll be able to do that in the slow phase. Phoenix on the fast phase. Yeah, no, we're doing that. That can go away. Water. That's coming off. Okay.
I have a pent-up calamity, by the way. This sphere card
If you utterly
says...
wasted it, if you really, really want to waste it, use it in A4 to kill that explorer.
Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. Invaders take 2 damage per Dahan there.
Well, that'll deal with A3 at least.
Alright, where do you want invaders to not take actions? Are you planning on, like, blowing up A6 somehow? You don't even have much other than, like, Song of Sanctity.
So, Cleansing Floods.
You don't have
kills...
range.
What do you mean I don't have range? Sorry, that's going to kill A6.
You're not range
Sorry, not
1
A6,
from Wetland.
B6.
B6, okay. You're not looking at A6 at all, is what you're saying. Okay.
And then Accelerated Rot. It can kill either... It's going to actually be A2 because that's the general weapons.
In each land with at least 2 towns, replace half the towns with cities. Invaders do not ravage. Well, they weren't ravaging. On each board, push 2 Dahan from a land with city to a land without city.
So pretty much nothing happened there.
Alright.
Okay.
Different land with Dahan. Invaders take 2 damage per Dahan there. Yep, that was kind of forced. Defend 2 per Dahan. No ravage. Strife in a land with or adjacent to beasts. Skip all normal actions in lands with beasts. Yeah, see that B1? You're not doing anything. Haha. Then really there's like no other beasts. Oh my gosh. These fear cards are terrible. You're killing the B6 guy, right?
Yep.
That was a great build. Alright, I again do not have a slow power. Last turn I had slow powers, that was fun.
Okay, all my powers are slow this turn. So that has to be targeted from there, so that's killing that city there.
We win if we get 12 fear, and paralyzing fright will give me 8 fear. So, alright. Generate 2 more fear and we win. Not right away, but we at least have victory. Alternatively, just win. All right, we won. Yay. Do you have any fast blight removal? No, you're playing all your fast powers, and none of them remove blight. One of them adds blight. Cool.
Yep. So, do you have a fast way to kill that city?
Why kill the city when we can just win?
Oh, right, okay. I forgot. Fear!
That was a fun game. I got all the major powers. And we finished at 51 points. 10 for victory, 30 for difficulty 6, 8 for the 4 remaining invader cards, 6 for the 12 surviving Dahan, and -3 for the 7 remaining Blight. Alright, it is 2 o'clock, so we have time for another game. I hit menu, I didn't... I left the game. I left the game.
Oh, you
So it's not going to be second wave. But I am green.
Nom nom.
So we do have to finish in an hour, so...
Nothing particularly difficult then. Let's go France. 2. That should
France
be enough
2.
to keep us busy.
Alright. So we lose. There's a limit of 7 towns per player. The invaders win if we ever cannot place a town. So with 2 players, there's 14 towns. So we can have 14 towns on the island. But if a 15th town were to be placed, we lose. In stage 2, after exploring on each board, pick a land of the shown terrain. If it has buildings, add a blight, otherwise add a town. After invaders successfully explore into a land which had no buildings, add an extra explorer there. The Slave Rebellion is the 4th card in the event deck. In addition, after invaders build on a land with 2 explorers or more, replace all but 1 explorer there with an equal number of towns. Towns, towns, towns. Mountains. Your Call of the Deeps is said.
Sorry?
You can only drown 1 explorer, not 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking of not drowning any and just pulling the 1 out of D8. It will be...
I can give you a
Yeah.
town, at least, if you let A1 build. Unless you're planning on growing there and you're going to drown it yourself.
I will not be drowning going on to 4-day this turn.
Wait. I don't know how I hit back on that because I actually have 2 presences, but... Probably should have a sacred site. But you're not even in Bordeaux. Oh, okay. Oh, because you didn't do the ocean. Okay. So I'm not even gonna...
I didn't do my usual start to prevent a build on D8 where it's just going to be held for me later on.
Fair enough. I was gonna push the town from A1 into the ocean, but now I will not.
Just stick it in A2 instead.
Colonel Grimm says he would definitely play France more often if their escalation didn't feel so luck-based. Their escalation is a bit unfair, especially on the thematic board. Because on the thematic board, there are boards where there's only one land of a given type. Like, I think West has only one wetland, for instance. Like, West 7 is the only wetland on West board. So if they explore the wetlands, well, you know that that's either the town or the blight. And if you're playing Guard the Island's Heart, that's the inner land. So if they explore wetlands in stage 2, you just lose immediately. Here, have a proliferation. By the way, you're having a proliferation, so you probably could have done the standard growth, but it's too late for that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well...
It's too late because you drew a minor power, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's my wetlands. The blight is not in jungle or wetlands right now. It's weird. Mountain Ravage, the only one would be D8. I don't have range there, right? Nope. So, but it's wetlands, but it's also coastal. Mostly. I mean, I can deal with A5 pretty well. Which build would you want me to prevent? Probably A2 if you're not in A2.
Yeah, that doesn't look either. I'm just doing something here.
I mean, A2 is not building anyway, but I can prevent the Ravage or something. I guess. Oh no, you're defending A1. I don't need to block that Ravage.
And A2. Oh, my brain just switched off.
It's okay. I'm gonna go into A2. I can defend this. Can't defend that though. Just in case they do plus 17 damage. On each board, choose a sacred site, gather and explore into its land, and add an additional explorer. On each board, add a disease to the jungle wetland with the most buildings. On each board, remove a blight from a land with at least 2 Dahan.
I believe you were going first. If you would like to choose... We have to choose different lands?
It's on each board, choose a sacred site.
Okay.
And
on your
it's
board,
you first.
I recommend... Oh wait, no, it's... you can't choose A2 because it's...
I mean, I have to choose either A2 or A5.
Yes, but you couldn't choose A0.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know you would love to have the free explorers.
Here, have an explore. We'll check in an extra one for free.
It's going to be A2 because if I put in A5, I want the build to happen, but I don't want there to be 3 towns in there.
Yeah, it is.
Disease, the jungle wetland with most buildings. Sure. Disease on the coast. I guess I could have defended A6 in case they did more damage. Whoops. I will allow the build.
I always find with green it's better to allow the build and stop the ravage next turn.
Actually, no, let me go back. Because this only hits towns, this hits things. Okay, there we go. That's better. It would be sometimes good to stop a build if it prevents visibility. In this case, it wasn't stopping visibility, so. Well, what if I were to get fast food? Sorry. Well, what if I were to get fast food and pretend like it were my own cooking? Oh, Seymour, you devilish being. Superintendent Chalmers, I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Sorry. Been too many stupid Steam Tams videos I've been recommended. None of these have plant. One is moon, one is water. Dissolve the bond seems fun.
Can you throw extra Dahan into A2 by any chance?
No.
Okay.
I could instruments. I mean, it won't give me any elements, but you're defending A2?
Yes.
I could make the Dahan kill the city.
Okay.
Am I already forgetting overgrow? Sure, why not? Sands is not a good place for me.
If you've forgotten Overgrow, it's definitely not a good place for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that one's on me. Alright, look at this. I strike the Explorer so it damages the city. This is Galaxy Brain. On each board, in a land with exactly one Dahan that has or is adjacent to a city, replace that Dahan with a town. Oh no, A2. What are you doing?
Make it a much more healthy environment for me to eat everything.
Fair. The fear card says, skip the lowest numbered land matching the invader card when exploring. So this is not blading, right? No. But this is. So should I lose a presence, or should I lose a presence and add a blight? Well, I guess we're also getting a blight. Because, well, there we go. I don't want to lose my presence in A5.
I'm not.
Push a town or 3 Dahan? Is there a place where Dahan would make sense? A4 Ravage looks pretty bad. D7 Ravage looks pretty bad. Ocean's like, that's on the inner land. I don't care.
What do you mean?
There you go, Ocean.
Mom. Thank you.
There are also only 3 towns left on the card, by the way. We're not losing just yet, but there are only 3 towns left on the card.
Oh. Now that's a tough choice. So I just went for a major power. There's grant hatred of ravenous form. Sea monsters sweep into the sea and tsunami. I mean,
Tsunami's often not as good with Ocean because you usually have the coasts covered.
yeah, I think it's going to be sweep into the sea. Actually, do I want that? No, I have 2 coastal lands that really need a beating at the moment. And I'm not likely to get the kick of sweep into the sea to make it better, so tsunami it is. Yeah, let's go away. Yeah, ravaging sands. I can't do anything to help with that this turn. Deeps. Pull 2 of the guys out of there, but they don't matter because they're still dying to that. More drowns. Oh, lots of drowns. Okay.
There's like no chance that A4 gets defended, right? Like, event card's not gonna say do anything. I'm just gonna put this defend in case
I can do that.
they do more damage in a land. Or it's Slave Rebellion. Oh, Nikes.
So,
we're not prepared for this. It's on each board. I mean, your board would be D7, I guess.
Yep.
My board.
A7 already has one.
I could have. Wait, can we rewind? What happens if we undo? Can we see if we can go back? Like, theoretically, we know this is the event card. Can we go back? We can. Okay, A4 doesn't blight then if I do that.
Okay.
And actually, I mean, we could instead of what I had done, I could have strifed, or yeah, strife the town, but then not kill the other town, and then strife the town, and then convert and get 2 Dahan that way, but then A4 cascades, and then we blight the island. So I throw the defend here, and then we strife the town there, and then we don't, like, cascade. Okay. On an inland land on each board, replace and explore with a town. Fantastic. That seems bad. Not A4, not A7, so it has to be A5. Do not ravage in lands with disease strife. So they're not ravaging there now. That's cool. They actually preserve the disease, or preserve the strife. We push and explore a town from a land with Dahan. And no, you cannot push into the ocean.
I know, it's disappointing.
Yeah, that seems a good idea, because then the surviving Dahan kill the city. There's no candidates for this other than A7, really? Why is it even saying this is like click a land to push from? Ordinarily we would just say choose a thing. I'm skipping because I want that explorer to die.
Reasonable.
Are you gonna have A2 covered when you're done?
Yes, it's getting tsunami'd.
Okay. I'm gonna prevent... Wait, does preventing the build do anything? It just makes it easier to defend, theoretically.
It's a case of how confident are you in being able to kill the city later?
Wait a minute, no, I need Sacred Site. I need Sacred Site. I need my Sacred Site.
I recognize those words.
I mean, I guess the thing is Stem the Flow doesn't actually do anything. Unless you have extra damage somewhere, but no. That's fine. You only have 2 towns. We're probably losing. Well, you are tsunamiing with Threshold.
Yes.
So you will kill A3's town, so that's not as bad. And it stops the build there as well. I'll block... Oh no, D2 is disease. Never mind. I was gonna say I can block the D2 build, but it already has disease.
So we can only put... Sorry, can we put towns in for both of these? Is it as soon as that pool is empty, or is it when you have to...
It's when... soon... If you cannot place a town, you lose. We are limited to 14 towns. If we cannot place a town, we lose. So we're at 0 right now. So if we were to do an effect that says add a town, then we would lose. I'll wait for you to see what's going to be left for fields choked.
Oh yeah, we get extra food for the ocean.
Oh yeah. I guess that does make tsunami slightly better than...
Now, do I kill the city in D2 or the town in D3?
I can push the town in D3.
Thank you. So I'm killing the city then.
And I will assert dominance. You're gonna be proliferated, most likely.
Okay. I need to be in the ocean this turn to pull two explorers out of D2 to stop them turning into towns. We have 3 towns at the moment. Oh wait, they don't turn into towns because they're not building there. So 1, 2... We're only building 2 towns this turn? Check that.
Yeah, but the escalation could add towns.
That's true. So I want power and I want range. I am going to claim. Actually, no, let's do this first.
What do you get?
That's interesting.
You're getting proliferated, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make a decision here, and I'm kind of thinking flow like water, reach like air is going to be hilarious this turn.
It is pretty good.
Because you can just pull one of your... I'm going to dump tsunami.
If you have me, that's the one that I move my presence, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's target spirit, but if I moved into the ocean, then I have enticing splendor, which is range 0, so I can I can bring more with me.
Well, what I'm more looking at it for this turn is A5. You can drag all the stuff out of there, so it doesn't ravage.
Do you have the threshold on it? I guess you do if you have all the deeps. Yeah, so yeah, we could do that to bring it to A1, so it's closer to the coast. So I don't have to destroy my sacred site.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, she's going to remove your sacred site, but
it will move my sacred site. Or sorry, my sacred site. Right, I'm destroying the sacred site by moving one presence. Right.
Yeah.
My bad. It's fine. I'm losing that sacred site, so I do have to be careful because I do have voracious growth. I guess I'm letting the A8 build happen, but I do have enough damage to kill the city that builds.
So I'm going to give you flow like water, reach like air now. You've also got range 2.
Oh.
Wait, +2 range.
Do you prefer Oh, I guess D3 is ravaging, so I go into A1 then.
Yeah.
All right, proliferate.
Um.
Oh, I have plus range, so enticing splendor actually hits the ocean.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to go in here now so I can start nomming on everything in here. And 2 fear.
So you have town drown. Would you prefer I drown the town in D2 or in A1?
A1, I'd say, is probably going to be better.
We have 3 fear cards. I have defend 4, but like, also this is from a sacred site. Oh, but I have range, right? I don't have the upper threshold, right? I'll defend A2. I'm not sure if that's useful or not. During the next normal ravage, cities do +2 damage. This does nothing. Add disease, ignore disease. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Fear per land with invaders or Dahan outnumber buildings. So D2 is going to build, which means it's going to add a city and a town now. I do have 3 fear cards, but do not build in lands where Dahan outnumber buildings. That doesn't do anything. Strife to a town, -1 health per strife.
You have extra damage. Is there anywhere that's going to be particularly useful for you?
I was going to be using my damage to kill the city in A8. So, okay. Not really. Strafing the town in A8 would be... It'd at least make it so the ravage is dealt with. I don't know if we have enough for D6. I'll just strife D2 so it's easier. Remove explore town from an inland land. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So removing a town and explorer from D6 stops two. Oh, it removes a town and it prevents a town build. They'll still build a town, but it's not as bad.
Yep.
Okay. I have to allow this because I need the sacred site.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Game is getting saucy. Unfortunately, Song of Sanctity does not really work. It's only mountains, jungles. I can push all the explorers out of D2, all one of them. I could push the D8 explorers into D1, but not sure how helpful that is. push the one guy out of D6. There's 2 towns left. They're building 0 lands. I don't know why. Seems weird. Oh, because Fear card is saying these aren't building, but that's not true.
So there's 2 diseases, and the other 2 Dahan outnumber buildings. So they don't
Yeah,
build.
the Fear card is saying that they don't build. That's only for this turn. It's going to go away by next turn, so it's a bit misleading.
Right. Okay.
So D7's adding a city and a town. A7's adding a city and a town. And then there's another stage 2 card, which is either coastal or mountains. And if it's mountains, then we would just lose immediately to not having enough towns. Are you gonna get another energy? You will. I'm gonna give you an explorer.
Hey. Right, so well now. Do we actually need both boards?
Are you gonna hit the kicker on that?
I can hit the kicker on that.
That will get rid of a lot of towns. Which board would you get rid of?
That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Board D appears to have more stuff on it. More invaders on it.
So let me not put a presence on that board then. Are you hitting?
Seems perfectly reasonable.
You are. Are you hitting the kicker on that?
I will be, yes.
Because you already have innate water earth. You're getting the 3 card plays this turn? Okay. Wait, do you have sons?
Yes, I have 1 gift of living energy.
But are you going to have enough water earths? Because you're only going to be able to play 3 cards. Actually, okay, let me see. Because I can give you another card play if I go back and take a different power.
So I now have 2 sun, I have 2 moon, I have 3 water, and I need an extra earth.
You're also out of card plays?
Yeah. Okay, so I can't hit the kicker on it.
Okay. I thought you were gonna put a presence down for card plays, but I guess not. Did you what growth did you do this turn?
I done my 3rd growth.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
So that was your presence.
But I go to that. I have an extra card play now.
So you still need another water earth, but I can give you another card play if I go back. I have to do that first, and then I can hit this. Because I play Spur on. And you're destroying board D, you said?
Yeah.
So we just have to not lose.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to play with the nature incarnate aspect for ocean, where I just get to eat the board one land at a time.
Did we not lose? You need to keep your sacred site in D2, which means D2 needs to be defended. Actually, no, because if I just give you a presence, then you would be able to make another sacred site. Like if I do gift of proliferation, then you will get that sacred site that you would need.
Ooh. In that?
You're
No,
adding 2 towns, 2 cities. I mean, worst comes to worst. If they do mountains, there are candidates for placing Blight. 1 second. I got a phone call.
Okay. I've never actually got to do the kicker for a cast down before that I can think of. I know I've been in games where they've done it, but I don't think I've ever actually done it myself. So, yay! And with the extra water and earth, I'll also be able to nom everything in A1.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. I was just saying, yeah, I will also be destroying everything in A1 during the slow phase.
Well, that's pretty good. I'm gonna stop one of the town builds. And then I need to play a water card to defend A8. If I do this one, I do at least get to... Oh, but I'm gonna... I guess I don't have to defend. I could just block the Ravage, but... I'm gonna do that. That seems fine. So I move an Explorer out of A7, which stops a town. Because if I were to move the town, they would just build a city. Or sorry, if I move the town, they'll build another town, so it's actually bad. Here, proliferate.
So I need to put a... there.
Oh, and also spur on. You need that. So I guess I could block the Ravage in A8 and then defend D2, but we're just letting that Ravage, right? Because we give you that sacred site so that you don't need to have the D2 sacred site.
So yeah, attacking Ravage.
I'm gonna block A8.
Yep, sensible.
Weave lies. Well, we definitely don't want to add a town because we lose if we ignore their curiosity right now. Weave lies. We have to.
Okay. The only thing I have for that is 2 energy.
I can discard. And then if we do 2 and 2, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, add beasts to a jungle without blight. Fear if invaders are present, and then wilds to a land with Dahan.
Sorry, beasties, you've just come to die.
So it's either mountains or coastal. A6 is a good bet. Actually, before we do that, let me hit this land first, just in case they add towns inland or something.
Okay.
And yeah, that's probably fine. Because if it's a if it's a black card that says destroy 3 presence immediately. Oh, we lose. We're adding towns. And we don't have any towns to spare. We lose in the build phase.
Okay.
The plantations have grown too large and numerous. The invaders will triumph.
Damn it! Just about to beat Port D!
Yeah. That's why I said we lost. We always win, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate we were about to see the board be swept underwater, but the event card and a blight card screwed us. Did the event card screw us?
17.
I don't think the event card screwed us.
No.
The event card made us spend a lot of energy, but it didn't screw us.
No, it was the blight card.
It was just the blight card. So much for that. 10 points for difficulty 5, 6 points for the 6 remaining invader cards. Sorry, the 6 invader cards we saw, the ones not in the deck. 5 for the 10 surviving Dahan and -4 for the 8 blight. Kakiomat says France's special lose condition is one of the most fun and interesting, but also you always lose to it. Yeah, it's kind of brutal if you have slow spirits.
Yes, which we both did.
Yeah. Like, Ocean's not slow per se, but doesn't deal with the inlands as well. And Green, well, Green doesn't really deal with builds other than stopping them or stopping ravages, but that doesn't eliminate towns. And I don't know.
We will do it again. At some point.
Slow and control spirits are your favorites, so it's especially hard. The ones that just out of the gate can destroy a city and 2 towns. Hi, Thunder Speaker. How are you doing? But yeah, those are a bit they make the game a bit easier at times, but
they make the early game easier, but if they don't keep that up, which they can have difficulty doing, then it starts getting out of control anyway.
True.
It's the same with Sharp Fangs. They're great early, but in later games they can struggle.
And Lightning, if you don't play that well, will be in a reclaim loop and will not be able to destroy things that well. They won't have enough sacred sites or visibility and all that.
Lightning is, you've got to get the cards you need to be able to kill cities before you let yourself get into the reclaim loop and then go into the reclaim loop and just blow up cities every time you need to. It's the way because it's very difficult. Unless you're playing Blitz, to not get into a reclaim loop with Lightning.
Yeah. It's always tempting to want to just go up the card plays track ASAP and get to 4 card plays on turn 1 or whatever, but then you don't have energy to play your cards.
Yep.
And you'll just be in reclaim loop with +2 energy per turn. So you're just hoping to then find the free cards that give the right elements, but that's RNG at that point, so. Is it Is the shuffle of a deck an RNG?
Yes.
I mean, that's just random. I mean, in the digital game, you can say it's RNG because it's based on the seed. But physically, if you're shuffling a deck of cards, that's not RNG. It's just random. It's an abuse of the words RNG to call it RNG.
True, it's not a random number generator, but it is random.
It is random. So just call it random. But people just say RNG because I guess
but then you can't.
sounds better.
Refer to RNGesus.
True. Gotta pray to RNGesus. All right. Well, it is just before 3, but I do work in an hour, so I will have to cut the stream here. We played 2 games today, though, so it's nice. We had 1 victory and 1 loss. Somehow we won versus Sweden 3 and Powers Long Forgotten, where they had 2 powers versus our 1. And we somehow lost to France 2 because we're just bad at this game. No, it happens sometimes. And if it wasn't for the Blight card, then we would have blown up board D and gotten a lot of towns back. And once you have only 1 board to deal with instead of 2, like imagine playing with 1 board but with 2 spirits. That's a lot that you can do.
Just before stream started, I was telling Dolphin, myself and my friends had an in-person game Thursday where we were actually playing France 5. I actually had something interesting. So the France 5 ability is Blight goes on to the Invader card until there is Blight there equal to the number of players, then goes back to the Blight card. This means France is guaranteed to flip the Blight card at some point. We actually got the event, which allowed us to put an extra Blight per player on the board. So we actually didn't... sorry, not on the board, on the Blight card. So we could have actually put Blight back onto the Blight card without flipping it. Which is something to keep in mind when you're playing France with events.
That's pretty interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can't remove the Blight until there are 3 per player on it. So with 2 spirits, that's 6 Blight. But the Blight card starts with 2 Blight per player plus 1, so that's 5 Blight. So yeah, you can't put 5 Blight on the island. I mean, I guess, well, no, that's not 100% true. There's 2 Blight on the island to start with, 1 per board. And yeah, no, that you would still be able to do that. You wouldn't do it with the original Blight card that just says 2 per player.
Yeah.
It has to be with the what's the word? The retconned? No.
The errata.
Errata, yeah. 2 Blight per player plus 1. All right. Well, as I said, we are done for tonight. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Check out the other streams they have on this channel. Every Tuesday is Handelabra Live with John at 7 p.m. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. is Dolphins Dive with myself. Every Friday at 4 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with Seamus the Hug Monster. And then you can check us out next Saturday at 1 p.m. for the next Spirit Island Saturdays. Handelabra products include Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island, and they are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and Sentinels of Earth Prime is in active development. Hopefully it'll be released soon. Follow us at twitch.tv/Handelabra Games to see some of our preview content, or just for, some fun strategic games or Spirit Island stuff, whatever. Also follow me at twitch.tv/LogicDolphin for some Final Fantasy 13 content, and go pester Seamus at Seamus the Hug Monster on Discord. And
yeah.
Anything else I need to say?
I think that's everything.
Alrighty. Have a good night, everyone.
Night night.